Hey everybody, it's Dee Alexander, and welcome back to my channel, Mama Dee's Middle-Aged Mayhem. And as I explained in my first little quick video yesterday, this is going to be a channel that's going to have to do with people in middle age and the issues that we deal with, discussion. If you have any comments, please post them below. If you have any topics you'd like to discuss, post those below as well. And I will be putting links to different articles and different things that I have found in my research about middle age. So, one thing I just want to say straight off the top, I'm not here to look pretty. I'm not going to be putting on makeup. This is, you see what you get. So, you know, things are hanging and sagging in places that I don't even want to talk about. And putting on a bunch of makeup really isn't going to make a difference. I don't care if you like it. I don't care if you don't like it. I'm to the point now at 61. I'm just, you know, trying to flow through this time as peacefully as possible. So, my first video is entitled Middle Age, What Is It? So, technically, the definition of middle age is the period between early adulthood and old age, and is usually considered as years 45 to 65. So, I qualify for that as I am 61. But there are some days that I feel like I am elderly. There are some days that I feel like I'm in my 30s again, and I forget that I'm 61. I don't know if you guys are like that or not, but every day is a different adventure when you get to this age. Let me just tell you that. There's new things that I am learning and experiencing, and some are fun, some are not so fun, but I don't think I worry about pleasing people as much as I did. I don't care anymore. Like I said, I'm 61. This is what you get. You see what you get, and if you don't like it, bye. I don't care. If you love it, that's awesome too. I hope you subscribe to the channel. I hope you watch all the videos. I hope you share them, and I hope you tell all your friends and family about, you know, especially the ones that are our age, about the channel. You see, here's one thing right here. I get tired easy, and I didn't sleep well last night. Sleeping is an issue for me. I don't know about how many of you people have issues with going to sleep, but I find myself waking up in the middle of the night a lot, and then not being able to go back to sleep, and having to take Benadryl at night to actually get sleepy enough to go to sleep. I don't know if anybody else has that, but anyway, and then my readings about middle age, it's no longer a numerical milestone. So they don't really look at it as specifically this age to this age. It's more of a state of mind. So if you keep up with the news, you know, if you feel like you're black today, you're black. If you feel like you're a woman today, you're a woman. If you feel like you're a man, you're a man. If you feel like a donkey, you're a donkey. So we can just, you know, feel like however we want. But, you know, there's some days I'm 61. There's some days I feel great. Some days I'm aching. I'm, you know, hurting. You know, and even the word tired. Say the word tired makes me yawn every single time, just about. So the point is that everybody is different. There's no set, you know, this is what middle age is. This is what you're going to feel on day this or whatever. There's no set thing. It can go hour to hour, actually. There can be days when, you know, hour later, I'm feeling like I'm just done. So I found these are funny. 24 surefire signs you finally hit middle age. And I can say just about all of them. There's a few in here that I'm going to go through that. Okay, here we go. Telling you, stop. All right, number 1. Reading on your phone becomes difficult because the font is suddenly too tiny and blurry. Why I made the font on the notes that I'm going to add to the down at the bottom, I'm going to add the notes that I typed up, and I made them a font 14 because I figured it would be easier to see. Number 2, your hair starts appearing everywhere. your nose, your face, your ears, and for me on my chin. There was a time I had beautiful soft skin, and then all of a sudden I started growing whiskers. And I have to shave. I'm going to admit that on YouTube. I have to shave my chin. I'm not ashamed to say it because I don't care. And number 3, you go to bed at 8 o'clock and you fall asleep at 9. Now, Eric and I have become old homebodies here, and especially in this weather. See, we talk about going to sleep. There we are. Especially in this winter weather when it gets dark at 4:30. I'm like, I'm ready to go to bed, and I'll look at my watch and it's 5:30. But we're in bed by 7, definitely, for sure. And the sleeping part by 9, not for me. Doesn't always work. I usually have to take Benadryl at night to get sleepy. Number 4, you start worrying a lot about your looks. Well, I kind of did for a while, and then I just kind of gave up because it really isn't going to make a difference. Because number 1, I don't have the money for plastic surgery, and number 2, I'm me, and if you don't like me for my looks, then you're a superficial butthole anyway. So I don't want to be around you anyway. Hopefully you like me for me and not for what I look like. So I don't really care about that. Number 5, you experience body aches and pains. Oh my gosh, that is an understatement. In the last year, I have gotten a frozen shoulder. I had gastric bypass surgery 17 years ago, and now I have a fistula, and it's an opening between the new stomach that they made and the old stomach. And I'm nauseated, and I have abdominal pain, getting ready to go to the surgeon for that in January, so probably going to have major abdominal surgery. Just had to have a cortisone injection in this shoulder last week for the frozen shoulder. Had to have a left knee replacement from osteoarthritis, and had to get a pacemaker because of atrial fibrillation. I love my heart. So anyway, I'm falling apart basically. And so every morning, every day, there's new pains and aches in some new part of the body that hasn't been hurting before. And number 6, you hit. Now this one I didn't understand because I'm not a golfer. So any golfers out there, explain this to me. You hit from the white tees instead of the black tees on the golf course. Now, I'm assuming it's because the white tees are easier to see. So somebody answer that down there in the comments. Number 7, the shed or the basement becomes your favorite place. I disagree for me because of my knee and my issues with ambulation. Going up and down stairs is not for me. But Cheryl She Shed, if I owned my own home and I had a yard in the back, I would have Cheryl She Shed. And that would be a place where I can go and relax and get away and have quiet time to read. And it's something I don't have right now. We're taking care of my grandson and love him to death. But, you know, he's 5 and very active, and there is no quiet time. The only quiet time there is when he passes out at night. And by that time, you know, I'm usually too poop to pop. So there's no reading. That would put me to sleep. Reading puts me to sleep, for real. Number 8, you begin to think, this is funny, you begin to think police, teachers, and doctors look really young. And that's because they are. The older you're getting, it's hilarious. The younger they look. And oh my gosh, these kids coming out of medical school, they look like they're, you know, Doogie Howser age. And then how are you supposed to trust them to take care of you when they look like, you know, they're younger than your grandkids? But anyway, number 9, you are obsessed with your health and your bowels. Well, I know as a nurse, elderly people are fixated on their bowels. Fixated. They have to bowel movement every day. And if they don't have a bowel movement every day, God, you would think the world's coming to an end. So I'm not fixated on my bowels. My bowels work just fine. So, but I am worried about my health because things are happening now. You know, I went into AFib. I've been in SVT. I had to get a pacemaker. I'm diabetic. I have high blood pressure. I have asthma. So those are all issues that I'm dealing with right now. So it worries me. I worry that I'm not going to be around to see my grandkids, you know, grow up. And so, you know, I've been, since 2006, when I started my Advocare business, I've really been focusing on trying to, well, actually 2008 is when I really started focusing on fitness. And then 2012 is when I started with Advocare and taking their products and things to try and help, you know, alleviate. If I could give you any advice, if you're on the younger spectrum of middle age, take care of yourself early. Don't, you know, let yourself get obese and not exercise, and you will pay the price. And diabetes, you know, you may not think it's a bad thing, but it seriously can mess up your organs. Number 10, you begin to look over the top of your glasses. I don't find myself doing that very much because I'm blind and I need my glasses. You start enjoying naps more than ever. I probably would if I could, but I don't have the option to take naps during the day. That's just not an option. Number 12, you start acting and speaking like your parents. Oh, that's another one. That is hilarious. That really is. You know, saying the same phrases, you know, yelling at the kids the same way. Oh, it's kind of scary. And that commercial on TV where, you know, the guy's talking like his dad and eating the eating so let's see what else here. And you realize there's really is two sides to every story. That's true, because something has happened to you that you realize that. You find yourself saying what or huh all the time. And Eric's like, if you don't go to the doctor and get your ears checked, I am really not going to be. I'm going to take you and, you know, get your ears checked. I'm like, I'm not paying $5,000 for a hearing aid. Huh? Number 15, it's hard to lose weight. No comment. Really hard. Number 16, you no longer worry about what people think of you because you're more comfortable in your own skin, saggy as it is. That's me. Number 17, music videos and TV shows suddenly look extremely racy. That is true. And maybe it's just me and I'm a little getting older and more conservative in my old age. 18, you don't know any songs on the radio. I don't. I used to sing all kinds of songs. I was a music lover. I couldn't sing you one song on the radio now. Number 19, gardening becomes an obsession. Not really for me, maybe for you. 20, you develop little leaks unless when you cough, they become big gushers. This was my saving grace. For the last 3 weeks, I've been sick, almost had pneumonia. These cow pads, can't go without them if you're a woman especially. And you've had any kids, as soon as you cough, you pee all over yourself. It sucks. And you smell like you live in a nursing home. Just thought I'd share that. Everything on your body seems to be headed south. I got wings. I got chins. I got belly. It's not pretty. Number 22, you groan every time you bend over. I can't even read my own writing. That's true. Number 23, you prefer an early Sunday morning walk than sleeping in late. Not me. I don't agree with that one. And number 24, you have no idea what young people are talking about. That's been a while. I hear my kids talking one day. Yeah, he got ganked. I'm like, got ganked? What does that mean? Well, that's like getting ripped off. Totally different language. So that's my first video. And please comment if you have any comments about anything that I said. Any suggestions for any videos that you want to hear. And I will talk to you all in the next video. Have a great day. Bye.